Welcome. This is my humble home. Just kidding, it's my dad's basement. Speaking of my dad, he got me this jacket for Christmas. Do you see this? Do you see this? It is Gaara of the Sand. Gaara from Naruto. Obviously. You probably saw from the first clip what this video is going to be about. It was kind of a request from a member of Ohio Service Dog Handlers on Facebook. So if you are an Ohio Service Dog Handler, please join us. It is amazing. We have meetups at times. But anyway, the idea here is to get your dog to vocalize during an emergency. So I literally pass out. Like, I will lose consciousness and be completely unable to do anything. And there's a bit of controversy as to whether service dogs should vocalize during an emergency. I think it's safer than them going and wandering off to get help, because they could get stolen or hurt or picked up by who knows. You know, so I'd rather her bark and stay by me and call for help. So yeah, we're gonna start on this. It's been a while since we did a training video, so I hope you guys enjoy this. I think the biggest thing that people are gonna struggle with here is getting their dog to bark, but that is what I'm actually gonna start out with. So pretty much the only way to get your dog to bark on command is the capture method. Now the capture method in dog training is when you reward the dog for doing a behavior that it's doing on its own. You have to use a reward marker. A reward marker is a term for the word yes, or good, or a click. Now those reward markers mean that a treat is coming. So when I say yes, it means good. You see, she immediately is looking at me like, yeah. So when you get your dog to bark, you give the reward marker, maybe a clicker, and then you give the reward. At that point, the dog will eventually get the idea, and you can attach the command to it. Speak, voice, whatever you want to do with that. Lost my train of thought there, you know, that brain fog. But anyway, yeah, we use voice. Yeah, voice. Yeah, good girl. And with Ace the washout here, we use speak. Stop it. This is why you're the washout, Ace. Speak. Ace, speak. Speak. Yeah, there you go. Big dope. So once you actually get your dog to speak and follow the command, it's pretty easy from there. So I'm going to go through the steps, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to actually get your dog to speak. Because some dogs, especially service dogs, don't bark often or at all. So, I'm going to give you some tips now. Get the toy! Get the toy! Come on! Get it! Get the toy! Whatever. So, I was trying to show you guys how I taught Ace how to bark, but he's being a dick about it. So, Ace is pretty vocal when he plays, so anytime he would make a noise, I would say yes, and then I would give him a treat. So it was playtime, and it was also treat time, and he loved it, so we would go, "Arr, arr," and then he would, like, make a noise, like a growl, or a little bark if I took the toy away and wouldn't give it back, and I would say, good, yes, and then I'd give him a treat. And that's how I taught Ace how to do it. It took forever for him to learn, and I taught him that when he was like a year old, and Suki was like 11 weeks when she learned, so it was really pathetic for him, to say the least. You're a pathetic ass dog. And then for Suki, every time I would come down the stairs when she was a baby, she would bark at me. So I would reward her with a yes, and then I would give her a treat. And when she got the hang of it, of me going up and down the stairs, they've made this extremely dirty, obviously. And then, so we would do voice. Yeah! And that's how she learned. And then I eventually had to break her of barking at me when I was coming down the stairs, but that's how I taught my girl. When we use treats alone to teach speak, it's usually building up frustration in the dog. A lot of people think this is teasing. It's not teasing. You're just building up frustration. So I have treats. I'm not going to give it to her. She won't bark for them. Maybe she will. Nope. So, yeah, my dogs won't bark for them, but some dogs get so frustrated with not getting the treat that they will bark. And, once they bark, then you give them a treat. It's really quite easy if you have a dog that will bark out of frustration. So this one seems kind of mean, but it works. It really works. So you put the dog in the crate, and you get them really amped up and excited while they're in the crate. So I'll play with Ace. Come on, Ace. Good boy, Ace. Come on, Ace. Come on, Ace. And then, Suki. Come on. Come on, Suki. Suki. Good girl. Come on. Come. There you go. And at that point, you go, good girl. Good girl. And then you give her a treat. Good girl. And that is what you do for that method. Now that your dog knows how to speak, we have the simulation of an emergency to do. So for me, I pass out. Some people, it'll be a seizure. Others will be something else. So whatever it is that you need other people to come help you, whether it be to call 911 or contact some kind of emergency info, or just stand there and make sure that you're not dead. This is an important task for me. So Suki, sit. So this is kind of the completed task here. So if I start to lose consciousness, yeah, good girl. Good girl. So that is what she is supposed to do. And then she also later on will just lay next to me and not wander off. So when we start to do that, oh no, now we have both of them. Ace, you're not good at this task. So we have to get rid of you. Yeah, we locked Ace up. So we just have Suki. When you first start on this, now I will pass out in two different situations. I'll pass out just because I get dizzy, and I pass out because I have hypothyroidism, or because I'm hyperventilating during a panic attack and I'm not getting enough air to my brain, and I pass out. So she starts to bark before I pass out. And that's body language based. Now, Ace actually one time alerted to me, not by barking, but by nudging me before I passed out one time, which was really cool. She's not at that point yet. But what I do for that, come here, baby. Come here, baby. Good girl. I like to kind of act like I'm going to pass out. So I'll just kind of sway, and then voice. Yes. So you kind of simulate your body language. So I'll kind of do this, and my face will go blank. So you just, yes. Good girl. Now she does something completely different. That's for one kind of pass out. Then she does something completely different when I'm hyperventilating. She'll come up and, you know, alert to me there. So that's how you do it before. Now for when you actually hit the ground, you want to sit first. Kind of I sit on my knees first. Because you don't want to start out on the ground because that's confusing to the dog. The dog doesn't connect the command with you laying on the ground yet. They've only ever heard of you standing up. So you kind of want to get like halfway there. So you get kind of halfway there. Suki, come here. Voice. Voice. Yes. Voice. Yes. And, you know, so I'm halfway there. Then I get a little bit lower, kind of crouching. Good girl. So voice. Yes. She already knows, obviously, how to do this. And then I get a little lower. Voice. Yeah, good girl. Lower. Voice. Yeah, good girl. Until I'm on the ground. Good girl. Now she barked a while and then she laid down, she pawed my face, and then she laid down next to me, and that is what I want her to do. You are so good. I wish, here, maybe I should lower the camera. I'm an idiot. I should lower the camera. One more time, but the camera is actually lowered for us, so... I'm the perfect baby. Oh my goodness, you're so good. So a lot of people might say that, you know, that's a bad thing to do, but if you're in an emergency, like, okay, I passed out, I passed out alone in a warehouse that I was working for, and I was by myself, and I don't know how long I was out for, but nobody came to help. I was alone, passed out. I know, move, my baby. And I taught this task for her and myself so that she would stay safe and next to me and know that she's not a lost dog wandering around. And also for me, so that people can come help. Now, if you think that that's disruptive, that's your opinion. The ADA is clear in that they are allowed to bark when provoked, or, allowed one bark. Tasking is fine. If they're barking, it's fine. If you want me to, I'll call the ADA. It's a Sunday, so they're not open, but I will call them if you really want me to. But yeah, so it could be you pass out, it could be a seizure, so whatever it is that you need your dog to alert other people for, that is what you want to act out. And do it slowly and in small steps, like I did, getting lower and lower to the ground. With like seizures, if you convulse, maybe you want to convulse less, and then, you know, get down on the ground. Whatever you think will work for your dog is how you should do it. But seriously, guys, thank you so much for watching and for everybody's support and love. And I know you all love Suki as much, not as much as I do, but you know you all love her. But again, thanks for the support. Subscribe, like, comment, all of that bullshit. Or I'll hunt you down and make you. Just kidding. But Service Dog Universe is out for the day. I might post another video today. I might not. Who knows? But we love you. Bye.